right.
Quack! I don't know if that created a wave.
Well, the quack was probably fine.
Okay, the quack was good.
The quack probably got picked up on both of ours.
Yeah. I'm going to hold my...
Yeah, you should probably hold it right up.
Yeah, the microphone.
Everybody, welcome to the crunchiest ever episode of Life in the World to Come. We've decided that this whole thing is taking just way too long, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I'm tired of living with a roof under my head.
Yeah. Yeah,
under my head.
I've
been sleeping on the roof, and I think that's all wrong. I can't be doing that.
Yep, I'm tired of having walls.
I've been sleeping with my roof under my head because I'm through with having it over my head.
Right. Yeah, and I've been sleeping upside down, hanging from the ceiling because I'm a bat.
Right. And so we've decided that we need to reflect that.
Yes.
And so we're doing this one outside.
We're doing this one deep in the heart of the Lenape Trail.
This is an ancient trail.
This trail has been here for millennia.
For so long.
And we're descending deep down into these hallowed woods so that we can capture the spirit of the wild world ahead of us.
Which way do you want to go?
Coming days.
That way's more woodsy, but I think there's a cool view from that one.
But I like woodsy.
Let's do woodsy then.
Let's keep going.
Also,
we're going 3 orange squares.
Woods.
That's a good.
But there's like trail markers.
Yeah. I don't know.
We're literally in the forest.
Yeah, we're outside.
We're recording using voice memos.
We're. I feel like that. Yeah, that's honestly the weirder part. That
is probably the more jarring, but that's the part they can tell.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If they're incredibly lucky, they can hear leaves crunching under our feet. Only they probably can't because this is a voice memo.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's the good stuff. Beautiful. That's why we did it. I wonder what that sounds like. Will is being unfair to this stump. Will is physically humiliating this stump.
I am currently lowering my scrotum onto the face of this stump. I'm dominating this stump. I'm showing him who's boss.
Yeah, man.
All right, that sucked.
Well, it's better like this.
That was bad podcasting.
My point is that
we're recording on our phones right now.
Right.
Because we felt like, one, we needed to access the animalistic spirit that awaits us all in the world to come.
It's been too long since I last unleashed the beast.
Yes, exactly. So we went out into the Lenape Trail to unleash our beasts.
The Lenape Trail.
And, really commune with the creature that lies within all of our hearts.
And who lies, I'm sure, just out of sight right now.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure at what point to bring this up, but I'm fairly certain that the creature has been stalking us for the past 10 minutes.
The creature?
Yeah, don't look around.
Okay.
Don't show any alarm.
Okay.
If you show fear, the creature will strike.
The creature.
And so we just have to, that's why we need to have this episode need to be just kind of earthy and crunchy.
Yeah.
And just kind of appreciating the glory of nature. Because if we panic for so much as a second, the creature will smell that.
Right.
And we will be through.
In addition to, so we're communing with our internal creature. We're
Right.
exploring the territory of the creature.
Yeah.
And we're also just, we're just trying to zen out in the greenery.
Right.
And, it doesn't have anything to do with a car accident.
No. It doesn't have anything to do with...
It truly does not have
No.
anything to do with twisted, mangled metal on the side of the road.
No one's car got fucked up.
Nobody's car is currently bent in half, folded. No one's car is currently folded.
No one's car is in a crumpled... Is in a crumpled heap on the side of the road,
right,
in a cornfield in Illinois.
Right. There is nobody.
There's no way. There's nobody.
Neither Chris nor I are even remotely, tangentially involved in any sort of situation wherein looking at the chassis of a vehicle, you won't be able to tell what is blood and what is rust.
Right. And I don't know why anyone would assume that the actual reason we're out in the woods is just because we're hundreds of miles away from civilization because of this car crash.
Right.
And so now we're just kind of trekking through, trying to find the closest possible town. That's not why.
No, that would be concerning.
That would be a lot.
It would be a lot for our listeners to digest.
That would be a lot for our listeners to digest, and I think it would make them panic.
Yeah.
And so I think we're centering ourselves.
Right. And if we were in such a situation, we wouldn't talk about it on the podcast because we wouldn't want our listeners to panic or to worry about us. And, also just on top of it, like that would be a very silly thing to do. We wouldn't talk about that.
It's kind of funny. We are joking about this. I don't think I've ever been on this part of the trail. We're like a very tiny little... Like, it started as this, like, big kind of gravel trail. And it sort of narrowed into this, like, tiny single-file dirt path that I've been here before, and I don't think I've ever been on this one. And now it's about to branch off into different directions
A lot of different directions.
There's, like, suddenly 4 different options for directions.
4? Honestly, I'm going to count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 different paths ahead of us, and I don't know how many times we turn to get to the current cross-section we're at.
8 roads have diverged in this yellow woods, and honestly, none of them look that well traveled by.
No, not at all.
They all look pretty scary.
Robert Frost did not prepare me for this at all.
No, I guess we just keep going straight.
I cannot determine which road is less... should we keep going straight?
I don't know. I feel like I can... We both have phones. They have GPSs. We can get out of here.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. I started to get worried for a second.
We have incredible survival devices that we just carry in our pockets at all times.
Right.
We live as gods, and we haven't even noticed.
Fuck.
And that's why you need to get back into nature.
Yes, exactly.
You need to get back into nature
as a matter of fact,
so you can like come back into society and be like, I'm a god.
That's hell yeah.
So you understand what you have.
You reconnect to the roots.
From
which your grand trunk springs forth.
You gotta get out there. You gotta.
Ow.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Walking over rocks. You gotta get out there. You gotta fucking disrobe. You gotta roll around the dirt. You gotta sleep out under the stars.
Yeah.
And you know what'll happen when you do all that? You'll realize that having a bed fucking rules.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Outdoors suck. Bugs bite you. It smells bad. You smell bad.
Sometimes there are animals. Like
Sometimes
the creature.
Animals. Like don't speak of the creature.
I did not.
If you let the creature know for even a second that we're onto him, that's it for us.
Okay, no creature. There's no creature here.
The creature has no interest in our flesh. He only there was actually a noise in the distance.
That's because there's deer like right there.
I know.
He's walking toward me. Deer don't usually do that.
They're right there. Oh man.
I love you.
Hey buddy.
Hi.
We're nice. Come hang out with us and get our scent all over you. Learn bad habits and think that it's okay to interact with humans, and then walk out into the street to try to make friends with a car and die.
He's giving you the craziest look right now.
Well, because he's like...
He keeps spitting and phlegming, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on over here?
Getting slowly closer to us.
Much. There's another one over there.
Yeah, there's been 2 of them the whole time. There's another one over there. There's 3.
Why are they all getting so much closer?
They're gonna fucking kick our asses, dude. They're gonna fucking do the shit.
Do we end up on the wrong turf?
We're like, oh wow, they're so beautiful, and then they just like rear around, kick us in the skull. It caves it in, we die instantly.
Seriously,
and then they go rooting around in our pockets, bite our wallets out, and run off with them.
Honestly, why are you so close? This is the closest I've ever been to a deer.
She's getting so close.
Hi.
Oh, okay, she is keeping a little bit of a distance, but like, damn, she's close, and she's really making a lot of eye contact with us. This is crazy.
Hello.
When we said we were going to do a what episode...
This is kind of beautiful. This is kind of a beautiful moment.
Kind of really wow. That was pretty cool. I got to get back into goofball mode now because I just had a profound moment with nature.
That was kind of beautiful.
It's hard to like...
What the fuck are you? What the fuck ass shit is this? No, that's no grape. What the fuck are you? What are you?
I don't know.
Fuck off.
It looks like some kind of
weird green...
There's an orb.
Bulb.
We found an orb.
What the fuck?
There's a fucking orb now.
All right. So anyway, if any of you are concerned about why we might be in the woods right now, we've explained. We've explained from a number of different perspectives.
Right.
And we've told you what not to think. that it's certainly not because of a car accident. It's also not because Chris and I have both been evicted from our apartments at the same time. And we have nowhere to go. It's not because also my wallet was stolen, and so I can't get us like a hotel room, and so we're kind of out and about.
It's
right
not
now.
because we both lost our glasses and we've just been kind of wandering around trying to find them.
No, it's not because we're both Velma style, crawling around on all fours.
Looking on all fours for our glasses.
Right.
And now we're in the woods, being stalked by the creature.
Right.
It's a real Scooby-Doo situation now that we're laying it all out like that.
It's certainly not because we have a real mystery on our hands, gang. It's not because we are hunting a Bigfoot or a Loch Ness or any of a chupacabra type situation.
We're not. My house is infested with ants.
Did you say your house is infested with ants?
It's infested with ants.
Yeah, that's the reason we're out here.
And so now we're bringing the fight to them now.
Right.
Yeah, you thought I came out here because we couldn't record at home. No, I'm fucking pissed at these ants.
No, I thought you were saying that your house was infested with ants and therefore we couldn't be at home.
Right.
No, your house is infested with ants.
I understand why you would make that assumption, but no, that's not what I'm saying.
No, it's for revenge.
We're getting revenge on these ants.
All right, so we're on our way to go get revenge on ants.
I'm fucking sick and tired of these fucking ants. Oh, it's a fucking bird.
Oh, what a beautiful sound that
I don't know what it was, but it was...
Chirp, chirp, tweet, tweet, twizzle, twizzle.
I think I'm becoming a bird guy.
Yeah?
I like what...
Oh, shit. Ah! There's feathers coming out of your arms.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me being like, it's like, I'm changing! Just like...
No, I think I'm becoming a bird guy. The front of your face is calcifying before my very eyes. Oh my god.
Yeah, fuck whatever I was about to say. I was about to start talking about how
the listener,
birds.
Yeah, you thought that Chris was about to say that he might get into bird watching. What actually just happened is he just turned into a cockatoo before my very eyes.
I'm a little bird now.
He's a bird guy now.
I'm a little bird and I'm on Will's shoulder and it's very sweet.
Get the fuck up. Fucking
make me, bitch.
I'm
fast now.
Yeah, you might be fast, but like I weigh literally like 150 times as much as you.
Yeah, I'll get away. I'm quick.
I'm
a quick little birdie.
You're fucking better.
I'm a quick little bird, and I'm glad this happened. Yeah. I'm all over the place. You can get me.
Serves you right, bitch. Chris is dead. Chris died. I killed him. And he turned back into a man, and he's lying.
I'm alive again!
This is
I've been getting into bird watching.
Yeah?
Not really. I don't know. My parents always have had like bird feeders outside.
Yeah.
And I'll eat my breakfast and I'll have my little cup of coffee and I'll look at the birds and it's nice. And it's gotten to a point and I don't know that many of them, but like when you see a cardinal and you're like, that's a cardinal.
Uh-huh.
There's a fucking animal thrill to that.
Right.
Where you're like, I know what that is. You know?
There's something that always impresses me.
Rush of adrenaline that you get from accurately identifying a goldfinch.
I feel like you are
It's a fucking narcotic thrill, William.
I hear what you're saying. I feel like I understand the mentality there.
Yeah.
But I don't know, something that always has impressed me about you is the fact that you're capable of becoming interested in almost anything.
I can decide to like stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really easy.
Like, you're able to, convince your brain that you, at least on some intellectual level, appreciate sushi.
Yeah.
When I drag us out to sushi.
And I never like it.
Right.
I don't like it at all. But, I still eat it every time because I'm like, maybe this time.
You've recently told me that you're able to enjoy watching sports by thinking about it the way people think about Pokemon.
Yeah.
You've told me now that you can get into the spirit of bird watching due to its animalistic thrill. And you know what? I think I understand that one most because, yeah, if you know what that one's called, you won. You beat someone else at this.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool to know what they are.
Hey, you know what that one's called? A cardinal. Bet you didn't fucking know that.
I mean,
I win.
Cardinals are easy because they have, the baseball team. But, it would be cool if I knew other birds. But, yeah, no, it's very easy to just like things. And I don't get why it's so hard for people.
I don't know. I think because things actually suck.
Yeah, but fucking everything sucks.
Yeah.
And most things
Exactly.
that suck that makes them better. Makes them funny.
I don't know why I'm just gonna I'm just poo-pooing your zest and lust for life.
It's not even that. It's just that, like, I don't know. It's like, you know, you can either if there are people out there who enjoy a thing, then like it's possible to enjoy it. And so like if I go into it being like, oh, this is gonna be bad, then I'm depriving myself. Because there is fun to be had there, clearly.
See,
I just got to go out and get it.
I'm incapable of joy. So that's pretty. You're really.
Look, it don't come naturally to me either.
I'm tired.
There's a person we're about to pass on the trail, and it's
So we're
going
going
to
to speak a little bit more softly now.
I think they're actually going out of their way not to pass us.
Yeah, well, that is a good idea because we're dangerous and we have
We're
weapons.
two people having a conversation clearly with each other, but also while talking into phone. So
This is a
it's a very
conference
confusing thing to look at.
This is a conference call, and we're currently doing a business with
We're doing
several other people who are also on the line. It's just we're dominating the conversation right now because we're just like really good at business.
right. We're so good at business that we're just casually doing it from the woods.
Yeah.
We just decided to do this meeting in the woods.
Yeah, we're on some succession shit here.
This is new.
This is nice.
There's a little like brook that's
Do you
like passed over some rocks, and I don't remember this being here before.
You guys want to hear it babble? This is
You want to hear a babbling brook? Will's gonna drop his phone in the fucking water.
I was actually going to, like, on purpose for comedy, and now I can't.
But then your phone would break.
It's waterproof.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I ruined the bit.
You ruined my
I didn't
great
think
idea.
I didn't think you had a cool futuristic waterproof phone.
I feel like most phones are waterproof these days.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it'll make you, like, if you, like, let water run across the screen, it'll, like, make you tweet slurs, but otherwise, like, it's fine. You hear that? What a delightful sound.
Oh, okay. This rules.
This is a great place
Oh, dude.
to record an episode of the famously zen and peaceful podcast known as Life in the World to Come. Welcome to Life in the World to Come, everyone.
When I sat down,
Yeah.
there's like a little divot, a little hole in this rock, and it just fits. It just
This
fits
rock was
my
made
ass.
for you.
This rock was built for my ass.
This is the rock that actually Chris and I came into the forest to find.
Right.
He had visions of the perfect rock to fit his ass.
Right.
And we found it.
And I'm going to be entirely...
was very easy to find.
I'm going to be entirely honest.
Uh-huh.
I don't really know what happens now. The vision stopped when I found the perfect asshole. I
Same.
didn't even realize. And so it's nice now that I'm here. This actually is... I'm like, this is
kind of too peaceful.
Well, I'm just going to get fucking high now.
Oh, look at you. He's smoking weed.
You always be prepared.
There you go.
Fucking weed technology comes in a little tube that you can put in your pocket now.
Do you want to do the intro and then answer some questions?
The intro? Welcome everybody to Life in the World to Come. I guess we didn't do that. Huh?
No, we didn't.
No, this is a podcast about the apocalypse.
Yeah.
But also, honestly, about mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's about mindfulness and spirituality
And getting centered.
I was literally just
in the
about
modern
to say
era.
getting centered in the modern
About
era.
quieting the chatter and gibberish and the hustle and bustle of the digital era and the modern age, so that you can really find what's at your core and really come to terms with life as it is.
Yeah.
Because, this is life in the world to come. This is about staying mindful and in the moment and, being ready for what is, what will be, and what has been.
You think I could drink out of the stream?
Absolutely, man. There's no way that this is going to give you dysentery.
There's no way that you think this is connected to any sewers at all?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think that this is running over that this isn't so much a river, but just kind of like a shallow indentation in the ground?
I think there's a 0% chance I would say there's a
dysentery from
fully
this?
0% chance that there's anything even remotely distasteful in this water, let alone infectious.
Yeah, no, nothing lives in this water.
No, I don't even see any organisms floating around in it right now.
Yeah, don't you worry. Nothing could live in this water.
Yeah, don't worry, Chris. No, there's no way that this water is like infectious at all. No bacteria could survive in this toxicity.
No, exactly.
You'll be fine. Take a sip.
I just saw limbs moving in the distance. But
Is
now
it the
it's gone.
creature?
It could be. You don't know.
Okay. Is it one of those deers coming back to steal my wallet?
Who knows? I saw a blur of movements in the distance.
Is it
now it's gone?
Is it that fungus that you ate earlier?
It could be.
Okay.
It would be. I think it would be pretty funny if we were attacked by like coyotes or something.
That would be kind of funny.
I think there might be coyotes
That would be
around
pretty
here.
good podcasting, honestly.
That would be pretty cool. Just have us earnestly being like, get back, and just like screaming at them, like just like the sound of your cane crunching into coyote skull. We're just breathing so hard.
Hey, I got
Like-
good news.
Yeah.
I went to the orthopedist, and he basically said that, like, not the orthopedist. I went to my physical therapist,
Right.
and he was like, yeah, you can like, go to the gym, just like don't do like stuff to your injury.
Nice.
And basically, the idea is that like, I this is not my future. So,
Nice, dude.
Yeah, this is just
Hell yeah.
how things are right now. I am not. I will recover.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? You should start doing something aggressively physical, just to like. You should get into like parkour.
So I still have like an excuse. So I'm gonna hurt myself again.
I was just saying to go hard in the other direction. That like now that you have regained or going to regain your mobility, you should get into like extreme body sports. You should get into tricking.
Tricking.
It's just like when you do flips from like a standing position. You just like you do a run and then you do like a front flip and then you land.
An incredibly
It's like-
straightforward name for an activity.
Right. It's like gymnastics, but like with more of a skater energy.
Right.
Yeah.
It's you do tricks.
Right.
Like
It's
if
tricking.
you could if I had said what's tricking and you had said, when you do tricks.
You do tricks,
I
yeah.
would have been like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about."
It is pretty straightforward, yeah.
Yeah, no, there is like
There's-
soccer,
it's-
fuck soccer.
No,
Even
yeah.
football. No.
Yeah.
Baseball? No. Tricking? I know exactly what that is.
Right.
Yeah.
You do little tricks, you do flips and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a cool vibe for you. If you could just do a full flip from a standing position,
That would be
I
cool.
think
if
people
could
would
do that.
respect that.
I think they would. I think that they would like
you could
it.
use that to assert your dominance.
I don't think I'm going to do that, but I do think people would like it if I did. So I just want everybody to promise me that you will, from here out, tell everybody that I am good at tricking.
Okay. That's actually
Just lie to
pretty good.
everyone about me being able to do a front flip.
can everybody
start telling people?
Can someone edit Will's Wikipedia page right now? Like literally, like what? Like
To just include also he can do a front flip
just
from a standing
barely
position.
enough people listen to this podcast that if I say one of you needs to do it right now, someone will.
Right.
Like by this time next week, your Wikipedia page will include a front flip. If I have to do it myself.
I think that we should. I just support anyone. Just tell people it. Even whether or not you put it on Wikipedia doesn't matter.
Doesn't
just
matter.
Tell people.
Just start spreading it around. Just start.
Let that be part of like what people think is true.
Yeah, and start telling people that I have a brown belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Just
Is
start
there even
telling
a
people-
brown belt available in Taekwondo?
It's like the second highest one, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think there's actually a couple levels of black belt, but it's like right before black belt generally.
So everybody, just remember this. This is the only thing that's going to be consistently canon throughout the rest of this podcast.
Right.
Because it's just a fact about both of us as people now. I can do a front flip from a standing position with absolute ease. I'm an expert tricker.
And I'm revising mine. I'm a red belt in
Okay.
Taekwondo, but I'm
Okay.
showing a lot of promise. There's a lot of buzz about me right now.
Okay.
In the community.
That's it. That's I think that's yeah.
Right.
there's another man walking by over there, and I feel like do we seem
Do we just like we just lower our voices and it seems like we're having a nice nature moment?
I don't know if it
between two
does
men.
because I think that the cadence of what we're saying and how we're saying it makes it very clear that there's an audience.
Right. That we are doing a performance right now.
Yeah.
This is
And we are performing for an audience right now, and that's a weird thing to watch two people just do in the woods while sitting in a toxic
I
river.
am thinking about it. Like if I were just like kind of out on like a Monday evening, going for like a walk in the woods to clear my head, and just had to walk past two dudes creating content, I would turn around and I would go home.
I would hate them.
And I would drink. I would stop being healthy and start having vodka.
Yeah, I think I would consider that a negative experience.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like it.
I hate.
We're being rude. This is rude of us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to move though, because this is
Every day we stray further and further from the loving embrace of Mother Gaia. I look around me and I see the verdant womb of all of biology. I see the tangled sinews of evolution creating an ornate and intricately woven tapestry of life that has given birth to all that we love, all that we hold dear, our values rooted in the soil out here.
Yeah,
and we're
preach it,
making
brother.
content
we're making fucking
for the
content.
internet. We're making content for the internet for the rest of our lives, ostensibly. Like this is
Yeah, this is the plan.
And now it's time for an ad break, everyone. We decided that this would be the right episode to do our first ever ad break, and
Fucking
now it's
sell it out,
time
guys.
for an ad break. It sounds like I'm kidding, but I mean it. Chris, now you have to put
I
ads in this
actually have
episode.
to do the ads. Fuck.
And all right, who knows what ads will be on here? I hope it's for things that I can morally allow.
The question
to
is,
associate myself
who
with.
knows what ads were on here? We've just traveled into the future.
Oh fuck! Are we back from the ad
We're
break
back
already?
from the ad break. That's how
shit.
that works.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, no, we don't have to just put the phones down and be silent for like a minute and a half.
Are you sure?
Isn't that you think? That's what, because like, well, they're always like.
Are you telling me that Robert Evans
Right,
doesn't perform it all over again every time I listen to
He
this
doesn't
podcast?
just like slowly turn the levels down, take the microphone off, set a timer, and like have like a short coffee. No, I think he just gets right back into it.
I don't think Robert Evans ever has a short coffee.
No, I
he
think
has
he
an
does.
Irish
He does
coffee
coffee.
and he waves a sword around.
Right? Yeah.
I think it's
It's time
time
for questions.
we answer questions about the apocalypse.
I found this like really, like, this like kind of almost dagger-shaped rock
It
to
looks-
a point where I'm almost like, is this like an ancient tool? Because it's kind of like.
It's perfectly fit to your hand.
It
I think this
perfectly
is the
fit to my
cosmos
hand.
telling you that you have to kill me.
No, I just like.
I think this is God telling Abraham to kill his son.
Like,
right
I think
now.
this is where it finally goes down. Honestly, if this is how this podcast ends,
is with you killing me on mic.
me killing you with a fucking stone dagger over like on the rocks over a river. There's something beautiful about that. Like it feels like very like Holmes and Moriarty. You have a cane. That's part of it. I don't know why. But like it's.
You know what? I think you should do it.
I think you should do it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't feel like you would be killing me. I feel like you'd be setting me free.
You know,
in a way.
is the thing with this rock. Like it would be like I
Yeah,
don't think
no,
it would be
you could
hard.
kill me with that.
I
Yeah.
could definitely.
You could definitely kill me with that.
I could definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right. Well, there's only one way to yes and this.
All right, here we go.
Like, all right, let's.
Just go for the pressure point on my temple. I think that would be a good place to start.
All right. And ad break. No, I don't know. We just did the ad break.
What if we did another one right
We
there?
just immediately did another ad break.
Is that what we? Can you put as many ad breaks as you want and things?
You know,
Is
I
that how
think
this
you can
works?
only do 3, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
But wouldn't it be really funny if the first time we do ad breaks, we're in the woods marveling at nature, and then we do 2 within 5 minutes of one another?
That's pretty good.
I think that would be a really great way.
great bit.
Because
Yeah.
look, we're gonna have to start doing ads now. We're trying to take this in like to the next level and do more podcasts.
I'm moving out of my parents' place in July, and I'm scared.
We want money, and we need it.
I'd really like to have a little bit of money.
Yeah,
please.
and so it's time. I feel like we've kind of paid our dues for the past 7 years.
Yeah, however long we've been doing this.
It feels like
weirder,
centuries.
longer than I think it feels like.
I think it's since 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's been long enough. It's time for us to feel secure in a decision to put ads in something.
Right. Where are we saying? You want to do some questions?
I think that it's time. Life in the World to Come presents a mindfulness meditation led by Chris Dunn. Today, yogi and guru Chris Dunn will be leading us in a group meditation.
They're gonna fucking get you.
Chris Dunn will be leading us in a meditation.
They're gonna kill you if you don't fucking look out.
Chris Dunn, visionary and enlightened
Fucking buy a gun.
podcaster and an author.
2 guns if you can afford it. 3.
Chris Dunn will be leading us in a meditation with a reading from a question.
What was that?
Oh, God, that startled me. Chris Dunn will be leading us in...
Maybe we'll take a second and just listen to it. Isn't that nice? Nice. Our next question is from Izan. And Izan says, "Hey, Chris and Will, what will be the best animal to have as a pet in the world to come? Thank you, Izan."
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Dunn.
You're not gonna so here's the interesting thing about pets. Is that pets are a leisure item. You're not gonna have a pet, you're gonna have a partner. Or if not a partner, a companion. And you know who's gonna be your constant companion? Always out there, always checking up on you, always watching. Make sure that you're okay. And the second that you're not okay, he's gonna do something about it. That you're gonna want to attract the attention of the creature. You don't need a pet. You need to be stalked by the creature. Because here's the thing, the creature's only gonna come after you once it senses fear. But it's also gonna fend off any lesser predators. They're not gonna want to come anywhere near you because of the creature. And so if you can just if you just go into the woods and you can kind of create a mindset of peace and calm, and the creature, he's just going to be crouching in the bushes waiting for you to freak out, and you just don't freak out. And ironically, this will probably be one of the few ways to actually practice mindfulness in the world to come. Because usually all kinds of super predators are going to be coming after you. Which is why you need the creature involved in the whole thing. I was about to say, do you have anything to add, Will?
I'm doing the atmosphere.
You're doing the atmosphere?
Yeah, I'm doing the sound effects. I'm doing the... I'm providing the backdrop so that when people listen to this, they feel peaceful.
Yeah, so that they know that we're in the woods.
So that they feel the presence of nature.
We fucking carried our fucking out-of-shape bodies out into the middle of the woods.
My back hurts so fucking bad, dude.
We need people to fucking know about it, God damn it. We need there to be definitive proof that we really did this in the woods. Or then why the fuck am I sitting in dirt?
How do we get back from where we are?
I know how to get back.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure.
It's getting dark, Chris.
It is. The sun is
about to be gone.
We should maybe start heading back towards the car. We're not that far away from it. We'll probably get there well before sundown.
All right. So here's the thing about the creature. Is that I'm having trouble latching on to the creature as a bit because his name is very nondescript and I can't figure out where to go from there. I just know that there's a creature.
That's all you really need to know.
Okay.
There's a couple. Here are the rules for the creature.
Does the creature have a name?
No.
I feel like it needs a name. I'm having trouble connecting with it.
Well, here are the rules for the creature.
I'm calling it.
We're gonna hang it right here.
I'm calling it Esther.
Okay.
No,
Here, well,
no. Patrick.
Okay. Here's the thing about
Colin.
Here's the thing about the creature,
Colin.
Will. And you can
we just call it Colin?
You can call him what you want.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him the creature.
All right. So Colin.
Yeah.
Fear Colin, but no Colin. Keep Colin in orbit at all times. Colin can sense
Orbit's a good
fear.
way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Colin can sense your fear, and if you are afraid, you will attract Colin. And you will be afraid. But you have to know.
Yes.
You have to enter Colin's orbit so that he can start to orbit you. Because if he's around you, he can serve as a sort of as a sort of turret system, a defense, a moat around you, a big gun named Colin.
Colin is very possessive about his prey.
Right, exactly.
He's not going to let anyone else get in on his fun.
Right.
So this is it's an interesting balance you have to keep, right? Where you want to be scared enough to attract Colin,
right?
But brave enough to keep him from ever making the final strike.
Right, exactly.
So just be tense, dude.
Right.
Just
Stay
like be
tense.
you don't want to be scared because there's like someone's chasing you with a gun. Right. That's the wrong kind of scared.
Right, because also if you're playing your cards right, nobody's going to want to get too close to you anyway.
What you want to do is you want to be the kind of scared where like you had like a thing scheduled.
Yeah.
But you like kept putting on your car is also like fucked up. And
right.
You kept like putting off getting it fixed.
Right.
And you didn't really have a plan for like how you're gonna like get your car fixed. Right. And do the thing that you had scheduled.
Right, exactly.
And you just have that hanging over you and you don't know what the solution is.
Right.
You just want to be in that situation like all the time.
Right.
So don't fix your car.
You want to be mildly nervous about potential upcoming inconveniences.
If a light goes on in your car, don't do anything about it.
Right, because you
worry about it.
Right.
Just look at it and be nervous.
You want to harness the power of the check engine light.
Yeah.
And if you can harness that power and you can live with a check engine light in your head at all times, then Ricardo is going to be willing to enter your sphere. I'm sorry, I wasn't happy with Colin.
It's okay.
Ricardo will be willing to enter your sphere, and if you can keep him there, if you can ride that line, then you'll have a more powerful defense system than most people will. A lot of people want to build walls. They want to dig moats. They're going to fortify an old schoolhouse. They're going to want to turn a car into a robot dragon. They're going to want to do all kinds of things that are designed to scare off predators. But you access nature the way Chris and I are doing today. Get in touch. Commune with the creature. Known as prawn.
There's all these people out there who tell you like you gotta like piss all over the place to like spread your scent and mark your territory.
Yeah.
That's an idiotic idea.
Right. Prawn.
Now you're covered in piss. and you want to know what the thing about that is? Prawn fucking loves the stuff.
Right.
He's gaga for it. The guy loves piss.
Prawn's gaga for pee-pee.
He's like running around. That's half of why do you think he wants you scared? He just loves, like, that's the thing.
Because he wants to make you pee.
He's not a masochist. He just loves the smell of piss.
Right, exactly.
He doesn't even know he's scaring you. It's a fucking evolutionary response.
Right. So you want,
like he's just
you want to think about a check engine light and pee.
Right.
That's how you survive.
That's how you do it.
That's how you survive. And that gets you Prawn's attention because Prawn wants your pee, and Prawn's going to orbit you. And he'll eat any other potential predators or dangers or Draculas.
Right.
You know? And you're safe. You're good. You're solid, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And that's...
So you just got to stay worried. Stay worried. Stay worried, but no further.
I feel like that's...
Stay worried and then stop.
That's really... Honestly, that should be the new slogan for the podcast, is just stay worried.
Stay worried. We just released a new t-shirt. We can't make one right away, but that would have been good, right?
Stay worried.
Just stay worried.
Stay worried.
Stay worried is pretty good.
Look, I know everybody's worried right now. We're all scared of creeping fascism. We're scared of, fossil fuels. We're scared of climate change. We're scared of, tech companies turning us into whatever that legless thing that Mark Zuckerberg is trying to build is.
Creatures.
We're all worried. Stay worried.
Stay worried.
It's going to get worse. It's not going to get worse in the ways that it seems like it's going to right now, though. You know, a lot of the things that are troubling you right now that are making you worry
No.
That's not it.
No,
but keep worrying.
Unless you're worried about creatures.
Right. In which case, yeah.
But you should be worried, but stay worried.
Right.
It's exactly how you want to be about them.
Stay worried. Let's talk about the apocalypse. Let's answer a question or two. It's crazy how much energy I've lost.
Yeah,
it's not crazy because if you think about it, of course, we've been expending energy.
Yeah, we've been
but
walking
it's
this whole time.
Just how much physical energy apparently correlates with podcast energy.
Oh, this one's actually very interesting.
Oh, I like that.
This is a question from Kern. Since our brain chemistries will be altered in some way, will there be new emotions in the world to come?
Oh my goodness. I can't believe that we haven't talked about this yet.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, and it's going to be difficult to talk about because there aren't words for any of these emotions yet.
No, not a lot.
But like, there's going to be like the feeling of knowing that someone a lot of it's going to be like just things that are so common
right.
that they get their own words eventually.
Right. Like imagine trying to describe sadness to somebody who's never felt it before. You can't.
Right. It's like Germans have their own word for like taking pleasure in someone else's pain.
Right.
Because they have Nazi blood and that's just a part of their daily lives.
Right. And that word is Schnitzelhaufen.
Right. It's just a lot of the time your emotions are going to be based around the experiences that you have, right?
Of course.
So like the Germans have a word for like taking pleasure in someone's pain. You're going to have a word for like seeing someone who looks and sounds and talks like your dad, but you know he's not your dad. He's a monster, but he feels like your dad. He knows everything about your dad,
right,
and has all your dad's memories, but you can tell looking at him that he's not your dad.
Right.
There's going to be a single word for that.
Right. You might think to yourself, well, I could describe those. I could imagine that I would feel sad and confused and angry and scared. The answer is no. You're going to feel something entirely different from those things.
And it's going to be its own kind of centralized thing.
Right.
Its own specific thing.
You're going to feel it in a specific area of your gut.
And it's going to be so common that everyone's going to know exactly what you're talking about.
Right. And you're not going to laugh.
No.
You're not going to cry. You're gonna do a third thing.
Yeah.
Called skizzle.
Right.
Don't ask me about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not ready.
Honestly, you and neither are you.
You're not ready.
No one listening to this is ready to know what the fuck skizzling is. I barely am.
Yeah. And I when I first had a vision of my first time skizzling,
you don't want to go back to it.
I don't want to go back to that.
And honestly, I
hesitate. Let's move on to a different subject.
I'm thinking about skizzling right now, and I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm getting really upset.
What are some other emotions? The thing is, it's more stuff along those lines is the thing, right? Like it's that's the point. Is that there are going to be new things in your life that you're used to experiencing on the regular.
Yeah.
And you're going to have certain feelings associated with that.
Right, you're going to develop entire new networks inside your neurology dedicated to feelings that dedicated to experiences that you can't even imagine right now. Things that go well beyond the scope of the English language. Try and picture this. You know what it sounds like when you drag your fingernails down a chalkboard? Feel that little ooh in your back. Imagine if that was like something you tell your therapist about.
Right.
Imagine if that was something deep inside the core of who you are. Imagine if that was an insecurity.
Yeah. That's interesting.
You can't because you're stupid and you don't have the experience yet. But I'll tell you, get ready for that one because that one's going to feel bonkers.
There's going to be an emotion for not being able to remember how many fingers you have.
Yep.
There's going to be an emotion for when your dog is more financially successful than you.
Yeah, we're listing things. I love that part. You're gonna have an emotion for when trees talk to you in a way that makes you feel disrespected and belittled.
Right. There's gonna be emotions.
That one sucked. Fuck.
There's gonna be an emotion.
Don't you Jewy me? What are you saying? I'm sorry. There's a bird that was making a weird sound. There's gonna be an emotion reserved exclusively for moments where your romantic partner turns inside out.
Just yeah. Ain't that the way.
Yeah.
Ain't that the way it is?
Yeah.
When you're just having a sweet little moment with your sweetie,
And all of a
she
sudden-
just peels open like a banana.
She just Ouroboroses
she just like,
completely.
She just opens up her mouth and just keeps opening it.
Yep.
Until her mouth is where her feet is, and her feet are where her mouth is, and she just kind of folded like a sock. You know, and you're like, how did her bones do it? And that's it's a great question.
It's something like being, it's,
like-
it's something like being disgusted. It's
Yeah.
something like being impressed. It's something like being amazed and heartbroken.
And there's a certain level of fascination there too.
Yeah, but it's a singular emotion.
It's a singular exactly. Because you can imagine what these things are feeling like, right? Because we're describing all these different kind of aggregate emotions that make them up.
Yeah.
It's going to be different,
Right.
in the world to come. This is the best this is the closest we can come to describing it.
Right.
It'll be its own specific thing.
Yes, exactly. You think sadness is familiar, you know? Like
No.
that I don't know what I'm saying.
You think sadness is familiar, but you've never been betrayed by a monster that tricked you into thinking it was your dad for a while, but it's not.
It really feels like that's something that we're going to experience a lot in the world to come.
I keep
you
saying
do
it.
that constantly.
I keep saying
That's
it,
like
which
your
is so it
favorite
keeps
bit,
coming up.
Is that something speaks to you in the voice
It's
of your
dad,
deceased father.
but it's not your dad. Well, it's going
Yeah.
to happen a lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty common.
I've
There's going to be a lot of things, and a lot of them are going to sound like your dad, and that's not on me.
Okay. I don't know why I feel stumped by what you just said.
Yeah, it's not the weirdest thing I've ever
Yeah,
said.
no, I just think it's interesting.
Not by a long
It's
shot.
the one you've said the most. We're right by the road now, in case you're hearing cars going by.
Yeah, we've exited. We had our nice little experiment with the woods and decided that we didn't care for it.
I want to crunch down on a cactus so fucking bad, dude.
Do you want to keep recording and go to Quick Check?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'm getting in the car.
We're gonna get in the
but
car and go to Quick Check.
Is it gonna fucking switch to Bluetooth if I do that?
I don't know, man. That's an excellent question. If it does, we'll pause and clap again. I'm gonna clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back. We took Will's car into a mechanic.
Yep.
He uncrunched it.
He took his hands.
He took.
And he just pried it apart.
He just put one hand on the fucking front, the other on the bumper, and he just tugged.
Yeah.
And he was so big and so fucking blue collar. This guy was so American and salt of the earth that he just kind of, honestly, I think intimidated your car into working again.
Well, that is really what being a man is all about.
Right.
You know? And here on Life in the World to Come, we're a strong believers in the importance of embodying the spirit of masculinity.
Yeah.
In such a way that you are able to intimidate inanimate objects
Into just doing for you.
into coming to life.
Into coming to life, basically,
Yeah, that's
essentially.
why it's called Life in the World to Come.
Right.
Because they come to life.
It was a little concerning how he demanded that you pay him in Confederate marks.
Yeah.
It was also concerning that you had those on you.
You gonna blame me for being prepared?
You know what? You're right. That's on me.
I'm just trying to be
You're
ready.
just ready for any situation.
I'm just saying, fucking.
You have all kinds of stuff. You have the back of your car is just full of like Confederate marks, Nazi gold.
Yeah.
Just like
I have so. Come on, man.
You're right.
It's an investment.
I look at you and I'm like, this is a guy who has access to many illegal currencies.
Yeah. You're acting like this is some fucking dude.
I'm sorry.
Listen,
Right.
It's about investing. It's about taking your money and turning it into something where the value of it can increase. Otherwise, you can't keep up with inflation. Just letting something sit in a fucking CD or whatever. It's fucking stupid as hell. You buy Nazi gold and crypto.
Yeah. Yeah,
If I were,
that's the other. He also said he would have accepted crypto.
He
but
did say that.
You had the Confederate marks on hand.
Well, the crypto I would have had to like do a whole thing.
It's this whole thing, and it's like months before you actually get access to the things that you've been sent.
If I were a crypto guy and I was gonna make a cryptocurrency, I would make one and call it Nazi gold, just to like make a point.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what point it is, but
just like to make a point.
I think it would just be to say, hey, this is stupid. But then I also feel like it would just blow up the same way Dogecoin did, just by virtue of its name.
Man, I love making a point.
Yeah.
I love just like making a nebulous point.
Same. I've staked my fucking career off.
Yeah, like I've made a lot of points that looking back on it, I'm like, why did I need to make that point? That wasn't a point that needed to be made.
Yeah. Well, but it's fun to make one.
It is fun, and it makes you feel like a man.
Yeah, and that's what this podcast is all about, is feeling like a man.
Like a man.
You know, being a man is going to be really important after the bombs drop. It's going to be so important, especially for women.
Right.
And so, to start, hormones.
Right, and which is, and if you've been listening to the ads just now, it was probably...
Oh, there was an ad break.
It was, if you listen to the ad breaks... If you listen about the ad breaks, it was probably just like 2 sets of ads for like dick pills.
I hope so.
Or just like some kind of like hair growth thing.
Oh, I hope so.
Or like just like a
dating strategy class.
A dating strategy class. A shaving kit that somehow feels misogynist. You just like look, it's like, oh wow, this is a shaving kit doesn't think women should vote. And I don't know why I know that looking at this straight razor, but I don't think that this razor has good feelings about women.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think what you're saying is just I feel like, listen,
we can kiss us getting a sponsorship from Hims goodbye.
That's
it's never gonna happen.
I'm not gonna support that fucking sexist fucking company.
Yeah.
Fucking, hey, how about Manscaped? Manscaped
Right.
Manscaped, that company is hopefully not sponsoring us.
Right.
Hopefully doesn't, well, hopefully I hope they do sponsor us and they just don't listen to this. Manscaped, fucking, those guys, let me tell you, I forget what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, ultimate male grift.
Right.
Ultimate
Yeah.
manosphere grift of a product. Because you know what they do? They tell you, oh, this is the real shit. This is the stuff that's built for men. Are you a man? Well, then you need this. And then they sell you something that cuts your fucking scrot to ribbons. It will leave you in tatters. That's shit
how
will
fucking
not protect you.
That's how you know it's fucking manly. What you want some soft girly razor that's all gentle on your balls. No, you want like a fucking rusty knife that you take to your fucking sack.
You want a man's sack.
They're gonna look at your nut. You want a woman to look at your nuts and be like, this man has been to war.
Yes, exactly.
This man served in the trenches.
Well, the thing about women is that they respect someone who's like been through challenges and has dominated their opponent.
Right.
And if they see that your balls are a mangled, twisted mess of raw flesh and scar material and ragged ribbons of some undeterminate organ tissue, then they'll see that and go like, wow, what a man.
Yes, exactly.
And then you'll take the testicles themselves out of the jar that you keep them in and put them on before intercourse.
Fucking ladies love a guy with no balls.
They
fucking love a guy with no balls.
Let me tell you. My girlfriend's always telling me, I love that you have no balls, William. I love that you had that gardening accident. And I say, thanks, babe. I still can't get the lawnmower started, but, you know.
Oh, they're still fucking in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, they're in there.
They're fucking, they fucking gunking up the gears.
Well, because they were so big.
They were so big.
My balls used to be so big, and now I have none.
Right, as you should. There was too much.
No, they were too big.
It was much too much.
Yeah, no, and now.
And now look at you. You got a spring in your step. Mm-hmm. You're like a solid 8 pounds lighter.
Yep.
You can do a pull up now.
I couldn't before.
Right.
Yeah.
You're too heavy.
Yeah. And.
You want to do a question?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I really had my teeth in the we're doing a manosphere bit now thing. We're gonna be men now.
Yeah.
And I really grabbed onto that, but then we decided that I had no balls, and I'm like, I don't know how to work that back into the bit we were just doing.
Very easily, dude.
Double down.
Balls are for fucking boys.
Balls. Yes.
Balls are. This is the new fucking phrase. Balls are for boys.
Balls are for boys.
You gotta you get to a certain age, you gotta throw away childish things. You know, if you're a fucking 30-year-old man, you still have your testicles. That's just embarrassing.
Yeah, right.
You gotta have gotten rid of those by now. You should have outgrown them.
Seriously, it's kind of embarrassing. You know, it's like fucking. It's like the fucking Spider-Man undies, dude. You toss those balls out. You're too old for that shit. What are you doing, you know? Right. You look like an idiot. if you're over the age of like, I would say 22 is the latest you can have balls.
Right.
You know.
You want to get them off. You want to get them off early enough that you can really still capture that beautiful falsetto.
Yes.
Exactly. You want to be able to like, in order to like really keep those higher registers.
Right. Exactly. You want to be able to sing in a frequency that only God can hear.
Yep.
And because it's got to be a private song between you and the Lord.
God,
this is a secret song that you share with God alone.
You know, when you really put it like that, the whole choir eunuch thing is pretty fucked up. It's like, we're gonna cut off these boys' balls so that they can sing better for God. Like, excuse me? That's what they were doing. They were fucking castrating these boys so that their voices would be prettier for God.
So that God would like their voices more.
So that they would sound pretty when they sang for God.
You really...
like...
Man, God is a fucking weirdo,
He's a
man.
Fucking piece of shit.
What a weirdo. Hey, what if we just got a girl?
Pervert.
What if we got a girl to sing? Or we just kept getting... What if we just focused on younger boys? If God likes high-pitched voices in his music so much, fucking make people with higher-pitched voices.
But
fucking...
God is a guy who will kill you for being gay, but demands that you cut off boys' balls so that they can sing for him. And that's a red flag. I feel like those two things are wrapped up in each other in a way that he's not comfortable admitting.
Yeah.
You know?
Some of what God has to say is some real Matt Walsh vibes to me. I feel like there's something... there's some kind of fixation going on here that I do not like, and I don't know what it is, but it's like, let's answer a question.
You gotta fucking cut off your dick and balls so that you don't go anywhere near a woman.
Yes!
Don't be fucking tempted by their fucking siren call.
Yeah, man.
And that's the thing, is that fucking penises are an invention of the matriarchy to keep you fucking enslaved.
Thank you.
To fucking woke culture. So you gotta fucking cut off your dick and balls right away, and then women will have no power over you.
Exactly. That's the fucking thing. I'm so glad to hear somebody saying this, because I feel like everywhere I go, man, like I just hear the same perspectives over and over again. You know? Things like, don't mutilate your dick and balls for women.
It's like,
just, you know, and I'm just like, dude.
People are like, it's not
gay.
They're like, it's not that big a deal. This is way more than is necessary.
Yeah. I feel like I shouldn't drive. We're in the car and I feel like I shouldn't drive. I didn't like drink or anything. I just feel like whatever energy has possessed me over the past 15 minutes since the ad break.
We like some kind of woods curse.
Yeah.
Just like
something followed us out of the woods. You know, I think that bat bit me and I think I have rabies. I think whatever haunted force made that deer approach us so willingly is now occupying the corners of my brain.
Yeah, right. We thought that we were in like a beautiful Disney movie when actually we were in like the early hours of a movie by that guy who did The Witch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. The deer is supposed to be a metaphor for innocence, and it is. But like right after we like walked away from that deer got like shot in the head, and it was foreshadowing for what's going to happen to us later.
What's going to happen to us later?
Well, we're going to find out.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to answer a question?
Let's do that.
I'm gonna
answer a little
set a course for
quick check.
Yeah.
Let's go to quick check. Hey, Chris and Will there be cryptids in the world to come? Listen, don't freak out. The creature is following us as we speak. Mm-hmm. He's loping on all fours.
He's what?
Loping on all fours.
This is a new verb You've
never heard loping before?
If I have, I've forgotten it.
It's like it's basically like kind of like the way that like kind of like a predator moves, kind of like, but like before they're attacking. Just kind of like sort of like a very sort of like kind of very animalistic but also like controlled form of movement.
Okay.
Loping. And he's coming after us at the moment. And we can't look behind the car. But he's there.
Because I'm driving.
I'm driving.
I can't turn around.
Will it be cryptids?
Well, I mean, like, listen, it depends on how you define cryptids, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, right now, a creature that, like, sucks on goats is considered a cryptid. And it's like, that's basic bitch shit.
Right.
You know? Become the cryptid.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, like, you're gonna want to, you want to be a fucking cryptid, dude.
Yeah.
Just, like...
Be a man.
Be a man. Fucking get jacked as hell.
And run around in the forest on all fours.
On all
your
fours.
Fucking knuckles and fucking toes.
Fucking, you're like,
Rub
you're like,
some dirt in your
I'm just like a
fucking
guy.
ass.
I'm just like a normal guy. I'm not a cryptid. No, you're not. You're a fucking quitter is what you are.
Yes.
Find an elk.
Yes.
Tear its horns from its skull and graft them to your flesh. Not even necessarily onto your head. Wherever you feel like they would be most appropriate, put them there.
Wherever you feel like it will make you the most frightening to your enemies.
Fucking...
Just jam them in there. Staple them down. Smelt them into your flesh.
Fucking wait for people to take photos in the woods and then run through the frame as fast as you can, dude.
Yes. Listen, if
There's a fine line between being a cryptid and just streaking in a park.
And that line is how much of a man.
And that line is completely dependent on how fucking tough you are.
Exactly. And how many fucking dogs you can eat in one sitting. Start eating dogs.
You gotta just start running around eating people's dogs.
Exactly. If you want to be a true man in the world to come, you want to become a cryptid. And the way to become a cryptid is start training now. First step you should do, eat dogs. Sit down and stuff as many of those puppies down your throat as you can.
Is your fucking neighborhood fucking littered with "have you seen this dog" posters? Then you're not working hard enough.
Right, exactly.
You need to get on the fucking game. You have to have a fucking scary serial killer room full of missing dog posters in your house that you keep as trophies. And if you don't, you're a fucking girl, my guy.
If you're not a little bitch, if you're not a little bitch baby,
right?
What you're gonna find yourself doing is going on the local fucking West Orange Moms Facebook page and commenting on all of the missing dog posts that are piling up on the feed going, oh no, I'll let you know if I see him. Get down to it.
You need to start...
Eat every dog in town. That's how you become a man.
You gotta just what the fuck are we telling people?
To eat dogs.
What are we doing? Just fucking...
Your neighbor got a fucking husky.
Serial killer shit with these dogs.
Your neighbor got a fucking husky? What's your neighbor got? Got a dachshund? Huh? Got a Rottweiler? Little Westie? If your baby's got if your neighbor's got a little baby Westie, guess what? Eat it. You do it. You have to.
Just fucking eat it,
do
dude.
it.
Just fucking chomp down on it.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Has it been another hour yet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. Not quite, but you know,
we're getting there.
We're definitely getting there.
We're getting there.
I think we answer one more question just to see what happens.
I feel like this is clearly an atypical episode.
Yeah.
And that's obvious at this point. Like, they know.
I kind of like the experience of this one.
This has been fun. I've been having a good time.
I feel like the change in atmosphere and like part of me thinks that maybe we should stay mobile in an episode more often.
Right, just change. We
change location.
We should have more second locations.
Yeah.
That should be a special segment on the podcast, like the part where we take you to a second location.
Right. Yeah, they say never follow a hippie to a second location.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same thing.
The part where we take you to a second location.
Right.
All right, let's get fucking deep with it. Why don't we? Hiya.
Hello.
Living sucks, but death absolutely terrifies me. Will there be an afterlife in the world to come? Thanks, Satyr.
That's a really great question. Thank you for asking that. It varies.
You know, they say that energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, you know, and I think that that's beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that energy is in you and it persists. Yeah. And even if your body dies, that energy lives on. Which is also why every time you turn off a lamp, that lamp is still alive in heaven. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. It is a wonderful thing, you know? Matter, even. You know, it can't be created or destroyed. It can only be changed.
Right.
You know? And, like, that means that there's ghosts.
You're right. Exactly.
You know? And that and that death isn't real.
So like you don't know, no one ever really dies, right? They just like they just change
into dirt.
Into dirt.
They just
That's literally what I was about to say. They just change into fucking dirt and bug shit. You know? You change into a fucking corpse who gets eaten by bugs.
And that's beautiful, man.
That's fucking beautiful.
You become
dude.
one with nature.
You become one with the earth.
Yeah.
The fucking earth.
Earth.
A famously sentient thing. You get to be the same thing as a bunch of rocks. Doesn't that rule? Isn't that great?
You get to be a rock.
Yeah.
You get to be... It's a beautiful thing.
You get to be dirt forever. Like, you're gonna get to be dirt for so long that you are basically never a human. Like,
yeah.
The fact that you were ever a guy is fucking incidental.
Hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
That hit me. That one hit me. That one hit me too hard.
The fact that you're gonna be dirt way longer than you're a person.
I'm gonna be dirt so long that it's basically like it was as if I was never a person.
Yeah, no, the fact that
and that one really got me, and I'm kind of freaking out. Not in like a bad way. I'm just going like, oh shit, I have to live. Oh fuck. My brain just goes, let's go to Atlantic City.
That's the wrong instinct.
That's
absolutely.
I feel like the right instinct
your
is like...
Your survival instincts are all off, my God.
No. I'm not afraid to... It's like I'm going like, oh my God, I need to live like, or I'll die. I mean, like, I'm like, oh, I have to seize the moment. I have to live, squeeze every drop of life as I can.
But instead of like getting in shape or like starting a project,
or like
going to Atlantic City.
Right.
It's like, instead of taking life into your own hands, it's like taking your life and just going, take it! Just like throwing it at a casino. And like,
I'm just like, yeah, no. My instinct probably should be like call my loved ones and have a conversation with them, catch up with old friends.
Right.
You know, forgive those who have hurt me. You know, let go of the past and become the person who I am meant to be.
Right.
Self-actualize.
But instead, you're being like, what would Hunter S. Thompson do?
Right.
Which is never a question you should ask. You should never do what Hunter S. Thompson would do. It's a bad idea. Look how Johnny Depp turned out.
That's fair.
Meeting Hunter S. Thompson, becoming best friends with Hunter S. Thompson was the worst thing that ever happened to Johnny Depp. He's addicted to drugs now.
All right.
And that's probably why.
So, I need to chomp down on a cactus so bad. I'm so thirsty. We're parked outside of Dunkin' Donuts.
We're parked outside of Dunkin' Donuts. We've been sitting outside, yeah.
Screaming about SpongeBob's grandma and eating dogs. Probably audibly to everybody who walks by.
Hell yeah, dude.
And we've been parked here because I'm thirsty and I need a drink. And now I'm just sitting here, you know, I'm going to be dirt.
Yeah.
For so much longer than I have been a person, that the fact that I was a person is entirely irrelevant.
You're kind of dirt already.
Yeah. I'm just dirt that for a very brief flash was kind of something else.
But hey, you know what that means? Nobody's better than you. Not a single person, because guess what? They're also dirt.
Yeah, but
they're going to be dirt for just... No, it's all the same dirt. It's all the same dirt. All the stuff that you don't like about yourself, that's just electrical impulses. And that's gonna dissipate into heaven with all the lamps.
Honestly, I gotta say, that one doesn't work for me the way it used to.
No?
No, when I was a teenager, that was really good. I took a bunch of acid and I was like, oh, nothing matters. I owe nobody nothing. I will do whatever I want. I'm gonna fake my death on Facebook for laughs now. and that wasn't good.
That's fun, because that's kind of where I'm at now.
Is fake your death?
Is fake my is on the internet for laughs. That's kind of how I've been feeling lately.
Honestly, I feel like you should. That would be pretty funny.
I'm gonna see if it works for me. I'm gonna see if I can make
will.
this joyful nihilism thing work
You're
out.
gonna get a call from somebody who's really sad and upset and freaking out, and you're like, oh fuck, people care about me.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like there's a balance you have to strike. Like, things matter.
Right.
But, like, ultimately they don't. It's not about, you don't have to pick one or the other. That's the thing. And I think that's where people get hung up, is that if you assume that if you're going to embrace the fact that the universe is nothing and that consciousness is an illusion, that what that means is that you just have to, like...
Joker shit?
Yeah, you gotta do Joker shit. And that you can't enjoy the illusion. But that's the thing, is that life isn't a fucking... It's not a lie, it's Minecraft, you know? You get plopped down in a thing, and you have a bunch of options, and there isn't any real direction, but, like, fuck it. You can choose to enjoy the thing that's happening, you know? Buy into the game. If I can look at a bunch of pixels on screen, and when I'm playing Fallout, and be like, that's a world, then do it with the illusion of reality. You know? No, that's not a building. It's just a bunch of fucking atoms, but I can look at it and recognize it as a building, so fuck it. It's a building. And it doesn't solve any of the problems, but it kind of puts them in context. Kind of like religion a little bit. Thanks, everybody, for listening to Life in the World to Come. What if we just ended it on, like, kind of a real note?
I think you should do that. I think we should do that. I think everything you just said was beautiful and wonderful, and I think that's a fantastic way to end one of the weirdest episodes we've ever made.
I think it's good, yeah. Our intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers. Probably.
Unless it turns out we can't run ads on that.
Unless it turns out that we're not allowed to run ads on that. And then it's something.
Yeah.
And then we're in an exciting new space
that would make me sad.
We'll figure out. It would make me really sad.
It would make me very sad.
That's kind of what I said. I wrote an email to Rob. I haven't sent it yet, but I wrote an email to Rob Taxpayer being like, hey, can we use your song? I know it's technically under Creative Commons, but I don't want you to find this and be mad at us.
Yeah, people go on, like, the YouTube listing for that song and just be like, 4 arms, very strong, someone has gun,
you gotta fucking chill out, dude. Just fucking don't. Fucking chill, dude.
I could have sworn we made it pretty clear this podcast isn't for fucking children.
Well, they keep showing up. And hey, this is off topic, but like, hey, and this is kind of killing the nice vibe that we had a second ago.
Hey, it's already dead.
But if you're under the age of 18 and you fucking send me weird shit on my DMs on Instagram, I'm just gonna start blocking you. Stop doing that. I'm just gonna start blocking you.
Dude.
If you'd like to support us on Patreon,
dude,
you can, like...
Yeah! I just straight up quit Instagram because I'm so bad at putting up boundaries.
No, I'm just doing it. I'm just gonna start fucking blocking these people.
All right, but be careful, because if you say one boundary, the whole internet is gonna start being like boundaries, no, and it's gonna make you feel even worse. Because then you're gonna, everywhere you go, people are gonna be telling people what your boundaries are, and they're always gonna get them wrong, and they're always gonna demand other people hold in mind way different things than you ever said.
I think here's my strategy. It's just I'm not being baby face. I'm being shit heel.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make these kids, I'm not being nice to these kids.
Right.
I'm not being like, oh no, I don't want you get the fuck out of here. Leave! That's how I'm going about it.
Hey man, honestly,
I don't want anyone defending my feelings because they don't want to defend me. That's what I'm going in.
Right.
I don't want anyone liking me for this.
Hell yeah.
Like, dude. I want everyone to be uncomfortable with how mean I'm being to these children.
I like it.
And that's fine if ultimately the result is that the children just go away.
You know,
our intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers, maybe. If you want to...
Don't DM Chris.
If you want to...
Do not DM Chris.
Stop it.
It's enough.
You
it's
can, like...
fucking weird and gross.
You can DM me if you're, like, an adult and you're not a little freak.
Yeah.
But, like...
and
don't
DM me either. I don't use the Instagram. It's run by somebody else, but like it's not like I never see any of it.
Right.
And some of your shit is fucking gross and weird.
Yeah, our intro and outro music is We Are the Hellhounds by the Taxpayers. And our you want to support us on Patreon, you can do that
which you now owe us because you
learned
incredible things today.
That's patreon.com/lifeintheworldtocome. You can buy some merch at lifeintheworldtocome.bigcartel.com. There's a new t-shirt up there. The old t-shirt will be gone by the time this comes out, and there is a new t-shirt.
That guy spit, and it had an arc that was so impressive.
Oh, wow.
What is he waiting for?
Doing a
out
little
there?
dance.
He's doing a river stomp.
Doing a little river stomp.
We got a new T-shirt in memory of
We got
Bobby
a new,
Sugarbones.
We made a new T-shirt in memory of Bobby Sugarbones.
Yeah.
And we would like you to... I just like want his memory to be spread all over this beautiful green planet of ours. I want every corner of the globe to know the face of Bobby Sugarbones.
Hell yeah.
And to understand what was lost so that it never happens again.
Hell yeah.
You can do that. And then what was the other things? Patreon, merch, intro and outro music.
Just, you know, everybody out there, we really appreciate your support. We're your scrungly scrimbos. Or whatever.
Dude.
You know?
Yeah, man.
We're so scrungly.
I'm not going to question that at all.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
We're scrungly scrimbos.
All right, I'm pressing stop.